the volunteering coordinator in our Get Involved volunteering program. Thank you so much for signing up to get involved and for joining us to complete your volunteer training today so you can start applying for exciting and rewarding volunteering opportunities. We're so excited to have you on board. So let's get started. To begin with, we would like to acknowledge the traditional owners and their custodianships of the land in which we're recording this volunteer training today. I personally pay my respects to their ancestors and their descendants who continue cultural and spiritual connections to country and recognise their valuable contributions to Australian and global society. So our session today will take approximately 60 minutes of your time, and on completion you will be able to apply for opportunities. So today we'll cover a brief introduction. We'll talk about what is volunteering and what specifically our Get Involved volunteering program is. We'll talk about ways that you can get involved, and we'll also chat through some examples of volunteering opportunities that you can participate in through your volunteer journey at UQ. We'll then cover some conduct and support. We'll talk about staying safe on campus and throughout your volunteering at UQ, and then we'll finish it with a nice little quiz at the end, and after that you will be free to progress to your next steps of your volunteer journey. So to begin with, we will go through what is volunteering. So for those of you who may not have previously volunteered or are not familiar with this information within our volunteering scope at UQ, we work collaboratively with Volunteering Australia and Volunteering Queensland, who are our state and national peak governing bodies, and everything we do is in line with the national standards of volunteering, as well as the UQ volunteering policy, which we'll go through a little bit further in this training. The definition of volunteering is it's time willingly given for the common good and without financial gain. And this was announced by Volunteering Australia, the national peak body for volunteering, in July 2015. It is important that volunteering be for the common good, and volunteering should therefore directly or indirectly benefit people outside a volunteer's family or household, or else benefit a cause. Genuine volunteering is not exploitive or used to replace paid employment. So that's really important to know throughout your volunteering at UQ. So now we'll chat through a few statistics about volunteerism in Australia. In 2022, approximately 1/4 of Australians, so that's 26.7%, had undertaken formal volunteering, and just under half, which is 46.5%, had undertaken informal volunteering, which is nearly 3/4 of Australia's participating in some sort of volunteering. Informal volunteering takes place outside the context of a formal organisational group. This includes assisting people in the community, so that's excluding one's own family members. But for example, it could be looking after children, property or pets, providing home or personal assistance, so for example, caring for an elderly neighbour, or giving someone professional advice. As previously noted, 47% of Australians currently undertake informal volunteering, and a lot of Australians may be volunteering and they don't even know. Formal volunteering, on the other hand, is defined as time willingly given for the common good and without financial gain, taking place within organisations and groups, including institutions and agencies, in a structured way. It's been revealed that 27% of Australians participate in formal volunteering. Through the Get Involved program at UQ, we link you with formal volunteering opportunities, and as previously noted, we vet them on your behalf to ensure they are legitimate volunteering opportunities before we advertise them to you through Student Hub. So now that we've run through the definition of volunteering and what it means in a broader context, we're going to narrow down and talk through exactly what our Get Involved volunteering program is at UQ. So you may or may not know that the UQ Volunteer Program connects thousands of UQ students with valuable on-campus and off-campus volunteering opportunities, which are relevant to your potentially study areas or professional interest areas. Our UQ Get Involved program was developed in 2020 to provide a centralised one UQ approach to student volunteerism. This approach centralised different registration, training and opportunity application processes that hindered student involvement with wider scale volunteerism. Our approach and our objective is to design and deliver a best practice all-inclusive student volunteer program to enhance your student engagement, wellbeing, sense of belonging and purpose, and most importantly, your employability skills. Some qualities of a Get Involved volunteer that we hope you will possess through your volunteer journey include listening well to others, having a really positive attitude and a growth mindset. We ask that you please be committed, responsible, patient and trustworthy, welcoming, supportive, responsive and enthusiastic. We would really like you to understand respect and enact social equity principles, have a genuine interest in helping, encouraging and supporting others, a role model to students through actions as well as words, so walking the walk, clearly articulate and sharing relevant knowledge, skills and experience with others, willing to volunteer and help while also prioritising your own academic success and wellbeing, which we all know is really important as well. So we have 7 different phases in the Get Involved volunteer journey. So you're here today because you're completing your training module, which is fantastic. That already means that you've heard about our Get Involved program and you have completed your registration form. So well done. As we mentioned a little bit earlier in the training, after you've completed the quiz, you will then be free to apply for different opportunities which may suit your area of interest or your schedules as well. Then you will participate in the opportunity. Then we have a wonderful reward and recognition incentives that you'll be notified of via email as well. And and that is the full volunteer journey up until you graduate. We hope that you will be part of Get Involved and we hope that you enjoy volunteering with Get Involved as much as I'm sure that we will love having you on board right up until graduation. So there are many different ways that you can get involved at UQ and support the community through volunteering and mentoring. The Get Involved program has connected thousands of UQ students with valuable on-campus and off-campus volunteer experiences. After training, you can start exploring opportunities that may be relevant to your personal or professional interest areas. These include UQ Welcome Weeks, Alumni Book Fair, UQ Life events, and so many more. Mentoring, on the other hand, comprises of the Get Set mentoring program, which connects new students with a dedicated mentor and peer group from their study area to support their transition and success in their first semester. Peer mentors gain valuable employability skills and exclusive professional development opportunities. Please note, today we'll be referring to volunteering throughout the presentation, but this is a blanket term which includes mentoring as well.
Here we have a QR code that links to our Get Involved video that we've compiled. Feel free to scan it and watch it in your own time. It's just a bit more of a visual representation of what we do and what Get Involved entails.
We are now going to go through the specific ways and specific examples of ways you can get involved through your volunteering. As you'll see on the slide here, there is a wide range of volunteering opportunities that you can get involved with on campus. We work really closely with the student experience coordinators within your faculty to assist with recruiting students for their events and activities as well. But as you can see, there's lots of different tasks that you can participate in as part of your volunteering that all gives back to the greater good. We also partner with over 140 community organisations to promote volunteering opportunities within our broader Brisbane community. So we are never short of ideas of places that you can volunteer for. Some of them have discipline relevancy to do with your area of study, and some are more interest-based volunteering opportunities that you may wish to participate in. We also have a wide range of summer break community opportunities that you can participate in when your studies start to get a little bit quieter as well. If you need some ideas or you're not really sure where to start, feel free to reach out to myself, the volunteering coordinator, and I'm happy to organise a time to chat and we can discuss some options. Through your volunteering, we really hope that you'll gain lots of skills. So this might include teamwork, confidence, communication, citizenship, self-management, project management, and so much more. We often run workshops that take you through how you can articulate these skills into your employability outcomes in the future. So self-reflection throughout your volunteering journey can be really important as well. Further to the skills that we hope you will develop, by participating in these opportunities, we really want you to make the very most of your experiences, and we're really passionate about building a community of like-minded individuals who want to contribute and make a difference within our UQ community. We aim to host 1 to 2 social events each semester for you to come together with your friends and get involved and celebrate your achievements. Keep an eye out for National Volunteer Week celebrations held in semester 1 and National Student Volunteer Week celebrations held in semester 2 every year. We also have a great big volunteer expo, which is held at the very start of semester 1, where you can connect with community organisations and sign up for volunteering opportunities within the community. We also have a big celebration at the end of the year where we invite you to join your friends and fellow staff members in a night of celebrating your contribution throughout the year over some light food, drinks and free goodies. You'll be able to connect with your friends on shift as part of these opportunities. As well as social and celebratory opportunities though, we aim to provide you with networking and learning and development opportunities hosted by other faculties and teams across the university to participate in. Keep an eye out on your inboxes for development opportunities within your Get Involved community and through our weekly email updates. You may now like to take a bit of time to reflect on your own motivations for signing up to become a volunteer at UQ. Some motivations that we found from working with students in the past have included they really want to meet new people and make new friends, develop employability skills, so such as the ones we touched on earlier, as communication, leadership, problem solving, teamwork, citizenship, self-management. Also helping others and giving back to the community we found is really important within our student community, and boosting the resume as well. We also find that students that participate in volunteering have an increased confidence and sense of belonging on campus. So we hope that you'll gain the same.
Now I'll take you through the different kinds of volunteering opportunities we offer and how you can apply for them.
Before you apply for an opportunity, we really want you to think about and consider which opportunities to apply for. Take some time to think about your goals, so what you would like to achieve and how can getting involved help you to achieve this. Your time is really, really important. So what can you fit into your schedule? When are you studying? Is there a block that you can commit to volunteering each week or each fortnight? Be mindful of your study load, consider timing of opportunities and planning time management before applying to an opportunity. Sign up to an opportunity that suits you and most importantly is appealing to you. Also looking at your comfort level. So how important is it to challenge yourself? Do you want to participate in volunteering to step out of your comfort zone a little bit? And your characteristics. How do you like to work? What are you looking for in a volunteering opportunity? This will help you to decide if the volunteering is right for you and if it is something that aligns with your reasons to get involved. Every week on Tuesday, we send out a weekly newsletter which lists all the different opportunities you can participate in. Be sure to check your UQ email address for the latest opportunities and fun and upcoming events you can be a part of through our Get Involved community. Further to this, we also promote all of our opportunities through our Get Involved website. So you can search UQ Get Involved for our webpage or type in the link which appears on your screen and then scroll to the very bottom of the page for the opportunities, which will tell you a little bit of a summary. If you click on the opportunity, it will tell you a little bit more about exactly what's involved as part of the volunteering opportunity. Finally, we promote all of our opportunities via Student Hub, which is where you will apply to each opportunity. So they're all listed on Student Hub for you to see as well. If you're not sure where to start, you can change the job type up the top to volunteering and it will list all the different volunteering opportunities available to you. We'll now go through a demo of the Student Hub portal, which will take you through exactly how to use Student Hub. We have a demo of our Student Hub portal, which we'll explain in the next slide. Okay everyone, so we're now going to have a bit more of a look into your Get Involved portal and some of the things you can access via Student Hub, which you can see here. If you have a laptop, phone or tablet, you can access your workflow via the QR code in the previous slide. So if you just scroll back the tab in the video, and you can follow these steps as we go along if you like. So you would have found Student Hub through your application to get involved to get to this stage. And in short, UQ Student Hub is an online employment service for local and international UQ students, employers and alumni who may be looking for training, job opportunities or volunteer opportunities while studying at UQ. And our Get Involved program links into just this. If you'd like to find out more about the Student Hub website and what it offers, we've included the webpage in the slide before to find out more. For now though, we'll take you through how to use Student Hub for our Get Involved processes.
So you'll see here we have your Get Involved workflow, which you can log on to and access anytime. We recommend bookmarking the page as well, so you can go back and log into it anytime. And this will be your portal that you'll apply for opportunities, and it also has some great features as part of it, which we'll go through today. So first of all, you would have completed your registration, and there should be a nice green tick if you've gotten to this stage. And next, you are on to the next stage of becoming a Get Involved volunteer, and that is your training. And we are currently on the training module. So on completion of the training module, you will have a short training quiz that you will need to complete. And then once you've completed, on completion of this training module, you need to complete the induction training quiz in this training section of your portal. And you can do that at the end of this session. We'll have a bit of a prompter at the end of this as well. Once you have completed this, you are then set to apply for opportunities, which is very exciting. And this application tab opens up where you can apply and find opportunities that you're interested in. To find an opportunity here, you can either browse by all opportunities here or filter by the opportunity type if you know what you'd like to get involved in. So whether that be volunteering or mentoring. For the purpose of Get Involved, you're probably going to be looking more at these volunteering opportunities unless you would like to become a Get Set mentor in the future, which is linked out through the mentoring opportunities. So click on an opportunity that interests you and you can read through the position description and application, which you'll find in this opportunity application here. So under the application form here, you'll find a link to the opportunity application. You can click on this, you can enter in your personal information. We've tried to make this as easy as possible for you, so we hope this isn't too time consuming. You can actually save this information. So this student information here, you'll see that my first name, last name is saved. Scroll down and my email address is saved as part of that. And hopefully that will just pre-fill for the next time you are filling it out. So it should make it nice and quick for you. For each opportunity that you'd like to participate in at UQ, you'll need to complete this form, but hopefully this part isn't too time consuming. So this is page 1. And then next, as we go along, we will have the opportunity information. So this just asks a few questions of you, why you would like to participate in this opportunity, what skills and experience you can bring to the role, and other information. A piece of advice that I'd recommend, if you have a Word document that you could just do up a general 2 to 3 sentences, we're not looking for too much here. We just really want to know why this opportunity appeals to you and what skills and experiences you've had in the past. The great thing about volunteering is you don't need any experience, so don't stress if you don't have too much skills and experiences that you can bring to the role. If the opportunity is available for you and we're able to match your availability to the opportunity offered, we would love to be able to facilitate that for you. So this is all about getting experience, so don't worry about expanding too much on the skills and experiences. So once you have read through the applicant declaration, and if you agree to the terms and conditions, you can click that you agree, and then you can click the submit button there. And after that, the volunteer, either myself, the volunteer coordinator, or the service administrator will be in contact with you when the opportunity closes. So please just be a little bit patient with it. If the opportunity closes 3 weeks in advance from when you've applied for it, you might not hear anything back until after the close date. So we will endeavour to get back to you as soon as we can after that close date. But we do just need to make sure that we're giving all students a fair opportunity as well. So we will get back to you as soon as that volunteer opportunity closes as well. So once you've submitted that, we can scroll back here. And if we go back again, you won't have to go back when you submit it. And you'll be able to see all the applications that you've applied for. So this could be really good if you're reflecting on your opportunities as part of your resumes or as part of your job applications in the future, and you can kind of reflect on those experiences as well. And it'll show you everything that you've completed. And then once you have attended your shift, this will change to being marked as successful. So you'll receive a nice little green tick there as well. So as we go down, you'll notice that we have some different things that you can keep track of as well. So we have the tracking, so you can keep a track of your hours. So if you decide to apply for the Employability Award, which you need 75 hours for, we have a tracking log entry form that you can fill to help you keep track of that. Employability Award also has their own tracking mechanism, so it's really up to you in how you'd like to track your volunteer hours. If you have any questions about tracking your hours or you need any tips or advice, please feel free to reach out to myself as a volunteering coordinator and I can discuss some options that might be suitable for you with tracking your hours. Also at the start of your shift, you will sign in using a QR code. So we can generate the hours for you based on that, but please just keep in mind that it's always good to have your own record as well because it might not be always accurate data and it only captures the hours of the UQ events that you are participating in. So after this as well, you'll find if you are using this tracking log entry, there'll be the different hours here that it appears in. And just ignore that reward and recognition hours. That will be something exciting to come later on. And then finally, as part of the community, we have some extra things that you can stay up to date. A lot of you will probably know UQ Live. We have their Instagram and their Facebook there. And we have some Get Involved general events as well. But the best source of contact that we will do all of our correspondence is via your emails. So be sure to keep an eye on your emails. We'll try our best to subject the heading line with Get Involved Volunteering. And we will send you details via email as well with fun and exciting events that come out throughout the year. So that is everything with your Get Involved workflow. But of course, if you have any questions at any time about how to use your workflow or if you're having any troubles accessing any of these different steps or applying for an opportunity, please feel free to reach out.
We'll now go through important conduct and support. It's really important to note that when you're participating in volunteering opportunities based at our UQ campus, everything we do is in line with our UQ Volunteers Policy and the 2024 National Standards for Volunteer Involvement. When you're volunteering, you're covered by liability insurance when on campus by virtue of the fact that you are a student. When you're undertaking authorised UQ activities, you are covered by the Public Liability Policy Professional Indemnity, Personal Accidents and Travel Insurance where applicable. Community volunteering is covered by their own insurances, so if you are participating in volunteering within the community, you can ask them about their volunteering policy with that. We've included some links and a QR code to our UQ volunteer policy if you wish to read more about the policy and standards that you're covered by. It is recommended that you have your valuable equipment such as cameras and laptop computers insured under your own personal house and contents policy. In some circumstances, UQ's property cover may apply to your volunteer personal property while it's being used on campus or is in transit to or from campus for university purposes. However, use of the property for university purposes must have been previously authorised in writing by the head of school and a significant excess may apply under the UQ property cover. Covered property may include the following: books, electronic equipment, other work-related personal effects of volunteers. Property excluded from cover includes the following: credit card and other bank cards, money, jewellery, property covered by the volunteer's own insurance, such as house and contents policy. So we recommend that you do have your laptops, textbooks, class supplies insured under your personal house and contents policy if this is a concern for you, or where you can try to leave it at home or in a safe place. So as a member of the UQ community, we expect you to accept a shared responsibility and conduct yourself in accordance with the UQ Student Code of Conduct. So some expectations for your volunteering: please be reliable, arrive on time, communicate if you are late, sick or unable to attend. We'll include this in an email so you know exactly who to contact prior to the day. If you're saying you're going to do something, then please do it. Please act with integrity and be a role model for others where you can. Be friendly and approachable to everyone. Discourage inappropriate behaviour by others. Show respect for all and their right to a safe space. Consider the safety of yourself and others at all times, on campus, off campus and online. And protect personal information and don't share it with others unless there's immediate risk of danger. A lot of you probably already know this, but respect is also really important within our community. Respecting others involves accepting and celebrating diversity and individual difference, which could be along the dimensions of race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, social economic status, age, physical abilities, religious beliefs, political beliefs, and so on. It's important to be inclusive of everyone and use neutral or non-offensive language, and treating others with dignity and care is really important, as well as understanding and addressing issues around consent and sexual misconduct. You can learn more by completing the UQ Respect module in your Get Involved portal if you haven't done so already. So when it comes to volunteering and peer support, please remember that you are not academic advisors, career advisors, proofreaders, enrolment advisors, counsellors, or romantic partners. If someone wants to discuss their issues with you, please listen with an open mind, but the most important thing you can do is refer to the appropriate services that are available across the university. Remember, if in doubt, refer. If you're not sure who to refer them to, you can speak with your volunteer manager or supervisor on shift. Now we will talk about staying safe on campus through your volunteering. Safety is something that we take very seriously, and we want to maintain the safety and wellness of all those who get involved at UQ. Ultimately, safety is everyone's responsibility, although the Workplace Health and Safety Act places additional responsibilities on workers and management to ensure a safe and healthy workplace. Within a voluntary position, your key areas of responsibility and safety are to consider the safety of yourself and others at all times, comply with safe working procedures and follow all reasonable directions given by program coordinators or supervisors, use and maintain equipment as directed, assist with identifying and managing hazards, report hazards, near misses, incidents and illnesses to supervisors. If you see a hazard you can safely fix, such as a spillage or small trip hazard, then fix it, please. Support a positive safety culture. It is also important to consider your own safety when you get involved. Some steps you should take and consider through your involvement include: don't complete tasks beyond your capabilities, speak to your supervisor if you're unsure or don't feel comfortable doing an assigned task, ensure correct manual handling techniques when lifting, pushing or pulling items, ensure sun safety, so wear a hat and sunscreen when outdoors and keep to shaded areas where possible, and don't forget to stay hydrated. Bring a water bottle with you that can be refilled throughout your shift. If you're on campus late at night, some extra steps you should consider at any time are catching the free UQ safety bus to transport you around campus and St. Lucia, check public transport timetables to avoid a long wait, keep to open populated areas in full view and avoid dark or gloomy places, walk with a friend, arrange a safety escort with UQ security or stay within a crowd. If someone does follow you, go to a place where there are other people. And probably most importantly, trust your instincts to keep you safe. Don't put yourself in a situation where you don't feel comfortable. And finally, respect your intuition, which could protect you from danger. Essentially, if you don't feel safe, try to avoid that situation. There's lots more advice and tips on the Play It Safe brochures for St. Lucia and Gatton, which include safety bus information, well-lit walking routes and campus and useful contacts. Whilst we can all take steps to minimise risks and hazards, accidents and injuries can happen. If you are involved in a situation where someone has been injured, seek medical assistance straight away and let your supervisor know. You can contact UQ Security at any time, day or night, for support on these numbers, or we also recommend that you download UQ Safe Zone. This is an easy to use app for mobiles that connects you directly with security during any first aid or emergency situations on campus. There are also a network of first aid officers around UQ who can support in any first aid situations. Now we'll move on to our important fire safety training. There will be a quiz testing you on your knowledge of this section at the end, so please pay attention to the next few slides. An important area of safety surrounds fire safety. So fire is a chemical reaction that needs heat, fuel, and an oxidizing agent. It can be prevented or extinguished by removing any one of these elements. Smothering, removing all oxygen. Cool, remove the heat. Starve, remove the fuel. Chemical inhibition, chemically interfere with the reaction. If you discover a fire, your first step should be to sound the fire alarm system using one of the push button alarms. This will allow everyone in the buildings the best opportunity to exit the building safely. Also notify the emergency services, for UQ will be security, and let them know the location of the emergency. When the fire alert tone sounds, make safe everything you are doing and prepare to evacuate. When the fire evacuate tone sounds, or if you are instructed to evacuate by a fire warden, you should walk quickly and quietly to the nearest exit and head to the assembly point outside the building. Don't run, push, or overtake, and only use the stairs. Do not use the lifts. Also, don't return to the building until the clear is given by the building warden or fire service. Smoke danger. In nearly all fires, there's a large volume of smoke that will contain poisonous and toxic gases. The toxicity comes from the burning furniture, floor coverings, office equipment, and other unknown materials in the affected area. Some materials, such as polystyrene, so the paneling on most UQ freezers, give off cyanide gas and hydrochloric acid byproducts when burnt. Smoke is responsible for more deaths and incapacitating injuries in fire situations than burns. In any situation where there is smoke in the building, evacuate the building immediately. If you discover a fire, you may be tempted to use a fire extinguisher. However, these are only suitable for small fires and should only be used if you are confident in using one. You also need to make sure that you are not putting your own safety at risk by staying in the vicinity that all other persons have been evacuated from the area. You must also make sure that the extinguisher you use is suitable for the materials involved in the fire, as using the wrong type of extinguisher could make the situation worse. Finally, good housekeeping is a really important way to prevent fires and make it safer for everyone to evacuate. Emergency exit routes, stairways, and areas around fire equipment must be kept clear at all times so that people can leave the building and access fire equipment as easily as required. If you notice things stored where they shouldn't be, notify your supervisor or event lead immediately and move if you can do so safely. Fire-rated doors and exit doors should also never be chopped open, so for example with a doorstop or box. These doors are usually held open by electronic magnets, which are designed to close when the fire alarm is activated and help slow the spread of fire and smoke. If you notice the build of any waste that could be combustible, such as paper or cardboard, or notice any other trip or slip hazards around exit routes, clear these immediately if you can, or talk to your supervisor on shift. One more thing we have to do before we let you go. For you to think of 3 simple actions that you can do in the coming month to start your Get Involved volunteer journey. Take some time to think about it, take some time to reflect on your own volunteer journey and what brought you here today. Those of you who haven't heard about the Employability Award, the Employability Award is a structured program that recognises your personal and professional development that you can gain from your involvement in activities above and beyond your academic studies, such as those offered within the Get Involved process. Through your involvement in the award, you'll receive a formal statement of attainment, receive automatic nomination to the UQ Future Leaders Program, and access VIP workshops and networking events, and become more actively engaged at UQ and within the wider community. It's important to note that the 75 hours of volunteering you need to complete the Employability Award all can come from opportunities offered through our Get Involved program. So it's a really great program to consider if you are looking at participating in a few volunteering shifts throughout your journey at UQ. Have any questions, please feel free to send myself, volunteering coordinator, or any one of our team members an email to getinvolved@uq.edu.au. I'm here to help you, so more than happy to organise a time to chat through anything, any questions you might have, any concerns you might have, or even if you just want a little bit of advice on where to start for your first time volunteering. We look forward to working with you. You've met myself, the volunteering coordinator here today, but we do have a broader team that makes the volunteering opportunities all possible. So hopefully you'll see them throughout your time volunteering and throughout your shifts. We have our lovely principal coordinator of Get Involved, Trudy Quantrill, myself, volunteering coordinator. Some of you may have already met Caroline through mentoring. She's our mentoring coordinator. Alicia, who is our wonderful community development coordinator, and Em, who is our administrations and system support guru. And she's the one that's behind all the magic that happens with the newsletters that you'll see on your inbox soon. Congratulations, you're now ready to apply for your first shift. I wanted to thank you all for your time to complete this training. Don't forget to do your quiz straight afterwards. That's on your workflow underneath. Feel free to email us at any time if you have any questions or if I can assist in any way throughout your volunteer journey. Really looking forward to working with you and hope to see you soon. Thanks so much and have a great day.